so much of the struggle that we experience in relationships is actually the result of turning away from the self, turning away from your truth because you fear the consequences of your truth, turning away from your own choice because you fear the consequences of choosing for you, turning away from your own desires because you fear the consequences of naming or asking for what you desire. It is a turning away from the self because we are actually so scared to be ourselves in our power, in our truth, in our glory, fully taking up space, asking for what we want, claiming what we want, giving ourselves what we want, choosing for ourselves, because this is exactly what has been denied women for thousands of years. We have been told not to have a self, not to choose for ourselves, not to trust ourselves, not to trust our desires. And when we did, we were demonized and damned. And for thousands of years, women were literally forced to be in relationship regardless of whether or not they chose it or wanted it. And as much as I would love to believe that these traumas and beliefs and patterns don't still show up in relationship today, the reality is that they do, not consciously, but in our subconscious mind, which is our feeling state. It shows up in how we feel. I know this because despite being a women's rights advocate and attorney for 10 years, knowing I was equal with my mind, knowing I should say my truth with my intellectual mind, I didn't feel safe doing so. And this lack of internal safety to be who we are is what creates our struggle and relationship to show up fully expressed, and to express ourselves, to own our boundaries, to receive love for who we are, not for who others want us to be, not for how we serve, not for how we make them feel, but for who we are. And therefore, the solution is not to point the finger externally. The solution is to claim who you are in love, to do the inner work, to create internal safety within yourself, to work with your body, mind, soul, to align yourself to the truth of who you are, to reclaim your divinity, which is to reclaim your sovereignty. That's the work. And that's how you change the way in which you show up in relationship, because you create internal freedom to be all of you fully expressed. And that automatically translates into the freedom in your relationships. This is exactly what I offer in my 5-month portal of transformation to revolutionize your relationships. It is a revolution because we are turning history on its head. But in order to do so and to claim sovereignty and freedom and shared power dynamics instead of a power struggle, which is so common in current day relationships, unconsciously struggling for power because in truth, you don't recognize your own. The only way to create this revolution is to unravel yourself from these deeply embedded subconscious beliefs that rule you regardless of your conscious mind's agreement. And this cannot happen with your mind alone. This is emotional work. This is energetic work. This is physical work. And that's my expertise, getting you into the depths of your body so you access your subconscious mind and literally shift your energetic frequency and reconnect parts of yourself that have been separated as you reclaim you in love. So I would love to invite you into this 5-month portal of transformation to revolutionize your relationships. We begin February 22nd. There is a discount available for those who register by midnight Eastern Standard Time on February 15th of $111 off. The investment starts at $163 a month for 8 months, $249 a month for 5 months, or $1222 in full. And this is permanently shifting the way that you show up in every single relationship in your life, because this is a deep embodied transformation of reclaiming every part of yourself in love and transmuting and releasing all the ways in which you have denied yourself unconsciously. And if you haven't already watched the free 2-hour online workshop that was this past Friday, February 9th, you can do so. I'll put the link below to receive free access to that video. That provides a greater historical context for what we experience in relationship, as well as the ways in which we can start to unravel ourselves from this conditioning. Because we cannot revolutionize the way that we do relationships if we don't see what has been unconsciously ruling us and keeping us from our power. This is about you reclaiming you reclaiming your power, you reclaiming your sovereignty, you reclaiming your freedom. Now, Jessica Falcon, The Path to Sovereignty. Would love to see you there. And if you do, gift this to yourself, because to gift yourself with this transformation is love. Then by February 14th, I'm offering a free one-on-one bonus private session over a $200 value if you sign up before then, so that we can go deeper into you. So much love.